evening. Welcome to another episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show. I'm Jabari Harris. I'm your host and the proprietor. You already know we back at it. Ain't no need to waste no time. NBA playoffs is going on. What else is to talk about? Got a plethora of topics all involved in the NBA world. Man, where do I begin? Of course, we got to start off with my Lake Show, the Lakers. Before I get to the disappointment, it's been a week since I've spoken to the audience, so let's pick up where we left off from last week. Trust me, I'm going to let my Lakers know about themselves. But I'm in good spirits. I'm in good mood. Need any fresh gear, fresh clothing, go to Catch Baby Clothing, bring up my Fresh Bar Sports Show. Custom made. Also, need any fresh bakery, go to Diner Delights. Also, intro music, Jody Blow music. Last Friday, Lakers 122-101 victory over the Warriors. Game 6, LA winning the series 4-2 to advance to the Western Conference Finals to play the Denver Nuggets. AD, that Game 6 against the Warriors, closeout game, 17 points, 20 rebounds. I need more of that. Rebounds we're talking about, along with the points. 2 steals, 2 blocks. I need more of those. LeBron James put in 30 points, 9 rebounds, and 9 assists. 2 steals, 1 block. Austin Reeves balling out there. He a bad man. 23 points, 5 rebounds, 66, doing his thing. D'Angelo Russell, he puts in 19 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 steal. Dennis Smith Schroeder, 3 points, 5 assists, 1 block, 2 rebounds, in 25 minutes before his second technical that he got. Him and Draymond Green was going at it with their antics, not necessarily really physical. I mean, nothing physical, just the gestures and all that stuff and the taunting. He Draymond Green put the ball in front of Dennis' face, like Dennis not supposed to do nothing. You know, so he responded to that, and they give him double text. But Dennis, he already had his technical earlier in the game, so that was the second one he got injected. But them two, the competitive, just competitive spirits coming out there, and it was all love on social media between them two after the series. Dennis showed love to Draymond Green showed love back to Dennis. So that was cool between them two. Also, Steph Curry put in the 32 points for the Warriors, 6 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Klay Thompson, disappointed in you, young fella. Good for my Lakers though, but you told Steph Curry you only got 8 points for him, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, 0 steals, 0 blocks. Come on, Klay Thompson. You're better than that. 3 for 19 from the field goal, 2 for 12 from the 3 in 38 minutes. How you expected to win like that? You need to get back in the lab, do what you do. You got to get back in that mindset. Do whatever you need to take. Klay, you need to do whatever it takes. Draymond Green, he puts in his 9 points, 9 rebounds, 1 block. Wiggins, he put in 6 points, 1 steal. Jordan Poole, he put in 7 points, 4 assists. Now, I'm glad Draymond Green did his podcast after the show. I mean, after the loss, and he's continuing he's going to be doing this podcast the rest of the playoffs. Draymond Green keeps it real, keeps it authentic. He's going to and not just to you, whomever, but about himself. He had a bad game. He's going to let you know he had a bad game. They had a bad game as a whole. He's going to say they had a bad game as a whole. And say things what they need to do to be better as well. He's going to give it to you straight. And give you as much information as he possibly can without putting you, bring you back behind the curtain too much. That's all. So I commend him for that, and going on the Stephen A. Smith show during the game, making appearances, not just doing the show, but he went on there and they was talking about Steve Kerr, his press conference, and admitting the fact that what took place between Draymond Green and Jordan Poole definitely did have an effect on their season. Everybody know that. We discussed it at the live event show, and when it initially happened on the regular podcast show and with countless of guests. So we all knew, the world knew this was going to affect your season. There's no way. Somebody could just, hit you in your face and he gets punch you, knock you out cold, put that all out there in front of the masses, and don't think there's not going to be no bad blood, no harbor ill will feelings. At least from one party, that the offending party to another. I mean, that's definitely tough, and they try to get through it. Maybe they can work through it next year, but I ultimately think one of them got to go. Draymond's not going to come out there and say all that, but he definitely, and Steve Kerr's not going to say that either, but so they're going to do what they do. But Steve Kerr, mentioned his feelings about that. Draymond Green was receptive to that, and he understands, and he just wants, he feels, better that Steve Kerr put it out there. So, like they can really get through the process of getting behind it, So that's how he feels pertaining to that. And back to Draymond Green and Jordan Poole being teammates, I just don't know how that's going to work. And especially Jordan Poole been playing bad at the whole playoffs. I mean, the season, he averaged about 20 points in the season. The season, was, the good, decent season and everything like that. Playoffs was just all types of bad, and I don't want to go into no speculations about his personal life and all the rumors here, and all that stuff. Y'all got the TMZ and all the Hollywood Unlocked and all that stuff. Y'all, you can Google, y'all can see that stuff for yourself. But at least during the playoff time, his head was not there, and I would say the whole season too. Obviously, I wasn't watching the whole season, but at least as much as I could see, because them two, Draymond Green and Jordan Poole, was not meshing well with each other, and it's forcing, just naturally force players to take sides. Some of the veteran players taking sides with Draymond, and some of the older, younger players taking sides with Poole, and just become a divide. It just become a whole bunch of stuff that's off the court related, and whatever else is going on in the personal life on top of it. Just it becoming more not about the on the court business. And he says he had a business relationship with him, and that's pretty much at that when Jordan Poole told a reporter. So I just don't see nobody doing being okay with what took place to Jordan Poole, and I still gotta be working with that person and being around that person and trying to win with that person. I just don't see how they get past it late, and it may be best for Jordan Poole to have a new start somewhere else, But enough about that. Now can I get into some big news? I can't believe why you want to go there? We should never go there. I guess I gotta go there. Man, I gotta go here. Ja Morant. Done it again. I say you heard what I said. Ja Morant, he done it again. Typically, politically correct, he did it again. I can't believe less than 2 months, this guy does the same exact thing. Flashing a gun on Instagram Live. This time it's his friend's Instagram Live. Now, I get it to his friend. He clearly didn't know that was going to happen, because when Ja Morant pulled the gun out, he tried to put the camera down so fast. But I definitely don't like people in the media trying to disregard the fact that Ja Morant clearly knew he was being filmed live the whole time. They wanted that, per se. They was enjoying that. Because, you got some people, not all, but you got a lot of people pushing the narrative. All his friend his friends, it's his friend's fault, but it's you hanging around bad people and stuff like that. But this is the kids' stuff. This is what the Generation Z. This is what they do. They going live. They gonna have fun, have a good time, turn up as you will, enjoy themselves. And yes, they is gonna be filming it live. For the most part, a lot of times. That's their culture. That's what they do. I'm speaking for the friends aspect. Because you could tell from the video how they were just dancing in the car, jamming out, having a good time. What all guys do when they get together, and they ride around in the car, turning up the music, jamming out, dancing, carrying on. Maybe doing hand gestures, doing movements, all that stuff, just having a good time with the fellas. The typical thing to do. Some may, some may not have that thing on them. Now, what's new and different with Ja being in his position, because people that's really using that and doing that for real ain't showing and telling. Why would you do that? For those people's case, Ja Morant, multi-millionaire, $200 million contract on there, in jeopardy. Nike putting the pause on the contract, and not the contract. Excuse me. We gotta wait to see what happens. Now, putting the pause on the selling of the shoes, taking it off the apps. Nike took the shoe off the apps. We ain't selling anything right now. We gotta sit down, reconsider, read some later. We gotta figure out what we going to do, because it ain't gonna make or break Nike. They gonna find another Kyrie, find another job, and find another one, so on and so forth. Nike, they don't need to put up with this. Nike just done got so powerful. It is what it is. Nike and the conglomerate, damn near monopoly that they're running, they got the chokehold on this sneaker game. I know everybody else is doing a little something, doing what they're doing. Nike got the chokehold on the sneaker game. It is what it is. So it doesn't matter. Unless you're an all-time great superstar, but even then, the people that's in your corner, if you're all-time great, you'll have people in the corner maybe trying to take money from you, but they definitely ain't going to be letting you to mess up the money, so they can't be taking no more money from you. They going to keep you in a position to be being great and continue making the hundreds of million dollars as those greats. But we're not saying he's great, but the whole point is, don't mess up your money. Don't mess up the good thing that you got going on for you, your family, your generations to come, so on and so forth. And we know the generation living in, going live and all that stuff. But the ones that's really doing that, they not putting all that out there. They not. Why do you feel the need to do that and you not doing none of that stuff? You playing basketball games, going to practice, working on your game. You doing that? Like, what are you trying? I don't know what you trying to portray. Whatever the case may be, we try to be mindful of the first go around. Even though I just knew that you're gonna have to show and not to tell. You know what I'm saying? Like, but his statement, he come out, he accept responsibility, for his actions. His words don't mean much right now. I'm paraphrasing, but that's essentially what he's saying. Like, he just got to show you with action, and that is true. I just knew that the action would show. And feel free if you want to comment on this and or do anything. Call in. Press Sports for 717-846-5067. If you want to call in and talk about this, 717-846-5067 live on the 6 p.m. Thursday TV show time slot for the Community Access Channel. But Ja Morant, he got to be better. Like, with the actions. I don't want it to be a too late situation or nothing like that. Hopefully this is rock bottom for him, essentially, and he just knows he got me moving better. He got the commissioner upset and disappointed in him. Commissioner, he spoke out about this. He said as much as he can, but it's clear that he was definitely hurt and definitely disappointed in the fact that Ja Morant found himself in this position yet again. especially just after they talked about it just less than 2 months ago. And Commissioner Adam Silver said that he was left under the he was convinced that Ja Morant knew the severity of what was going on. And so, worry about that, first situation, that particular situation that they was dealing with, that the commissioner couldn't even foresee a second incident, even though, he did assure him that there would be worse consequences if this were ever to happen again, because this could not happen again. And that's why he said he was shocked and couldn't believe, what he saw and what he was saying. But, man, the time frame, we're definitely going to get to that, but because I don't want to, I can't see why bare minimum half a season. This little 20, 25 games people talking about, whatever. I don't know what world. When you got somebody that's supposed to be the face of the league and then he's doing stuff like this, they have to set an example, especially after they let him essentially get away with a slap on the wrist with the 8 games. Essentially, they had to be doing something. I know Grizzlies trying to get out a friend that said we're going to suspend him from the team facilities and stuff like that. It's the off season. Even if he wanted to, he could still link up with his teammates outside of there. In all reality, if he really wanted to, I mean, obviously he's not doing that, but if he really wanted to, he could do that. But he ain't missing nothing. Y'all try to make the suspend. Now it was cute. It was a cute move though. So I'm just still stuck on the fact that I can't believe Ja Morant found himself in this position again. Am I wrong on this? Something's going on. Something's wrong. And people in his corner that really care about him, that really love him, yeah, they got to get a stranglehold on him and let him know you messing up for real. You blowing it for your daughter. You blowing it for your family. You blowing it for yourself. Yeah, you good right now. You can walk away from it. You good right now, but you talking essentially hundreds of millions of dollars, if not billion a dollar, that you will touch from the NBA contracts and endorsements, all that over your course of your career. What are you doing? And your game is primarily, predicated on your hopping athletic ability. Once that go away, your game is definitely going to be real limited if you don't continue to improve on your game. So, no, I wouldn't think that you're going to be playing 20 years like LeBron James. But if you do, that's even great on your own. That's more money on your side. So, you want to maximize much this opportunity that you have for the short window of time, because it's not going to be more than 20 years, if that. For making the most money in your life that you will be making for the most part during this time playing in the NBA. Ja Morant, man, he got to do better, and he got one for himself. This is a damn shame that he found himself in this position this soon. I mean, at least, all right, we're gonna at least wait till the summer actually hit. If that, you did it less than 2 months. I wouldn't even say because you bored because it's the off season, because you done did this during the season. So, man, it's just he can't be mad at his friend. They was willingly turning up in the car beforehand. He knew the camera was on. That's what they was doing. They was having a good time, doing what they do, doing what the Generation Z do, doing what they, people that go live and just having a good time. That's what they, with a group of people, that's what they do. Obviously, you can't control what everybody would be doing around you at all times, but dang, somebody's going live, you wouldn't want to be caught in a crazy position or just doing something dumb that you wouldn't want everybody to see, or maybe do he want everybody to see? You know, you just don't know what's going on. But one thing people do know is for sure, and two things for certain: this ain't right, cause something's wrong here. This ain't right, cause something's wrong here. That's what people do know. Yeah, so the NBA gonna take their good time with this. He ain't got his season. You know, the Grizzlies season is, you know, they got no games for months now. They don't got no games for no months now, so they'll be all right. The point is they not gonna be rushing to make no decision, because the commissioner know people is calling for him to get suspended for a season. NBA, PA, they gonna be fighting and stuff. Oh, what did he do wrong? He didn't break no laws, none of that stuff. Stop it. That conduct detrimental to the league. Because you got brands that don't want to endorse him. Then you'll have some fans being in the uproar, making a big deal, complaining to the league. Then their sponsorships and dealership. Nike may say, y'all, you know, y'all can't have our uniforms now. Y'all got to find some uniforms at last minute. I'm just throwing something random, you know, or just, you know, Nike might make a stand because kind of detriment to the league, or whatever other endorsements that he got that may be associated with the league, or the endorsements that they do have. Y'all tolerating this? Okay, that when the contract's up, we gonna have to pull back, or we might have an out of, you know, this is bad for, you know, look for our business, you know, so you don't want to start messing with the sponsorships, the dollarships, the money. This is real serious right here. This is real serious. Now let me address games, because I gotta move on. I don't want to just keep. I don't want to keep beating him up like this, you know, verbally. I'm just giving to him the facts with Ja Morant. You got to be better. You don't want to mess it up for your kids. Your mom, your dad, you know, that love you so much. Even though, you know, somebody need to be talking to you, need to be making sure you don't mess this up consistently, by any means necessary. Malcolm X style, if it need be, because he needs to chill out and lay low. Please, like, if you don't even want to do it for yourself, do it for them. Even if you don't want to do it for yourself, come on now. Like I said, your kids, your parents, your siblings. But, excuse me. Game 7, Celtics, 112, 88 win over the 76ers. Man, so much news that resulted out of that. But Jason Tatum, he had a record for the game. You know, he got the record. Excuse me, he got the record for the most points in the Game 7 with 51 points, 13 rebounds, 5 assists. Jaylen Brown, 25.6 rebounds. Joel Embiid, 15 points, 8 rebounds in the closeout. So, I mean, in the Game 7, winner takes all. Yeah, closeout. Like, winner takes all. You know, winner goes home. I mean, winner keeps playing for the chance to win the championship. Like, and you going to bring to the table 15 points, 8 rebounds. Now I know you hurt, but come on, man. You need to come a little stronger than that. Or if you needed to fire harden up, because you know that you feel as though what you putting out there, you can't play the way that you're accustomed to, because 15 points is not the way that you're accustomed to when you average 30 and 10 for the season. James Harden gonna say, I got 9 points for you, 6 rebounds. What they supposed to do with that? 7 assists, 3 for 11 from the field goal. Atrocious. Tobias Harris had 19 points, 5 rebounds. People in the media was beating him up because he definitely wasn't scoring at all. 19 points, that was good, but you do more of that consistently, then you might be all right. Even though he is getting paid $90 million, for his 5-year contract. That I know Philly can't wait to get up off of that. Yeah, man, it's just sad, and the Sixers fired Coach Doc Rivers. A lot of people believe James Harden got something to do with that, from the the coaching staff and out there in the media. It's true. And Joel Embiid too. More so James Harden. Definitely way more so than that. Good percentile. But Joel Embiid ain't played good in this round of the playoffs. Joel Embiid, I know he's hurt and stuff like that, but he ain't played. He ain't play. Well, he had what? Two good games during the series. Just like James Harden, he had 2 great games during the series with the 40-point performances. But James Harden, you ain't hurt. You healthy. You good. There was no excuse that you got 1 foot in and 1 foot out. We hear the reports out there you would like to either go back to the Rockets or play for Phoenix or bring back Mike D'Antoni. To replace Doc Rivers. Ain't no way Mike D'Antoni should be coach. He don't want to play defense. He don't want to he don't want to teach no defense. He don't want his team playing defense. He only practice offense. Got guys talking out there saying he only had hour practices, don't even go over no defense drills, just work on offensive stuff and things like that. It's a shame, man. You can't win no championships like that. You got to get stops out there. All I know is Sixers better not bring in Mike D'Antoni. And I'm gonna lay off of that, but that's just that'd be wild crazy if that'd be wild crazy if the Sixers do that, and that's not even Joel Embiid's type of style to be getting up and down the court 7 seconds or less. Him and his big old body, it is ailing knees. Ain't no way that's suitable for Joel Embiid to be playing like that. Ain't no way. Well, I gotta talk about the Suns owner, Matt Ishbia. This guy, he is he fired Coach Monty Williams. Reports was he was not, let's just say, feeling his coaching. Not him as a person. Monty Williams is definitely well respected around the league, but he just ain't think he did being was a good coach pretty much. Even though he in the 4 years, in 4 years of being their coach, he would believe they were there 5 years. 4 years of being their coach, they was in playoff for 4 years, made the finals 1 time, got 2 Coaches of the Year awards in those time frames. These championship coaches is getting fired, but it's so quickly. But it's a win now, Lee. What have you done for me lately? You constantly got to update your resume. Also, I wanted to throw in there the fact that Joker didn't get suspended. Obviously, he didn't get suspended for the closeout game against the Phoenix, but he during the pregame, he went to go give Matt Ishbia, no, he didn't give him. He tossed the basketball at him, because during the pregame, the owner was there, during pregame and stuff, and he tossed the ball at the owner, Matt Ishbia of the Suns, and he just gave, they kind of laughed it off and gave each other hugs or whatever. But I like that little move from Joker to Ishbia, okay, you want to be involved, you want the ball, okay, here, take that, But I'm glad it was just bygones be bygones, and they just kept it moving. I want to talk about the WNBA a little bit. Las Vegas Aces, 84-77 win over New York Liberty. Candace Parker, 3.6 rebounds, 2 assists in 20 minutes. That's my goal in the women's basketball world. Candace Parker. Plum, 22 points, 3 rebounds. Aja Wilson, 17 points, 7 rebounds, 1 steal, 1 block. For the Liberty, Stewart, 9 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists, 1 steal, 1 block. Laney and Sabrina, 14 points each. XFL had their championship game this past weekend. Arlington Reaganauts 35-26 over the DC Defenders, and Argonauts was a big time underdog. DC Defenders had the best record in the league. Excuse me. They had the DC Defenders had the best record in the league at the XFL this year. So congratulations to The Rock and his league for their successful first year with the new look XFL. Game 6, Miami, and the Knicks game. I cannot believe Miami pulled that off against the Knicks 96-92. Butler, 24 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists that game. And then Jalen Brunson, he went off. He had 48 points. He had 41 points and 4 rebounds. And Julius Randolph only going to say, I got 15 points, 11 rebounds for you. What they supposed to do with that? He got to go. New York, you got to get Julius Randolph out of there. He might be on his way out the league because he is all right, but he ain't real. And he going to bring your whole mood down when he ain't balling out. He needs to go to his team, know he is going to be knowing his role and sitting that bench, and then come off when necessary. If not, he's out the league. That's where he's at in this point in his career. Let's just call it what it is. Also, group led by 76ers in New Jersey. Devils. Hockey. That's a hockey team. The owner, Josh Harris, finalized the deal to buy the Washington Commanders from the Snyder's family, the NFL franchise. They have agreed on a record $6.5 billion. The league just have to vote on one would surmise they will vote on the person when they already in the process of finalizing the deal. Have a meeting. Especially when you can do the thing Zoom and live like that. Yeah, we just get this meeting started right there, but I believe they're doing it at the end of the month to vote on that. Also, some other football-ish news. The greatest football player of all time, the GOAT, Tom Brady, he's in discussions to become a limited partner with the Las Vegas Raiders. But he won't have no control on him or nothing. It's just a business move. It's going to be, I guess a small stake and just something to make money off of. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Awkward why he can't go do it with the New England, but maybe it's not about the nostalgia for the New England thing. This is just business. It's a good, it's a good thing to be involved with this franchise, get more of the pie, Las Vegas, the city, and all that stuff. So it's going, the tickets probably more, and all that stuff. It just everything just be more money that they bring into that franchise from the Las Vegas area. So that's good for Tom Brady. Definitely just interesting that he ain't doing nothing with New England though. But Robert Kraft said that he want Tom Brady to be there. Make a visit this season so they can celebrate him properly. Oh, check this out. Ex-Bills punter Matt Araiza, prosecutor said he won't be charged for any crime because he wasn't there at the alleged event, via testimony from witness. So that man lost his job. Hey, but the league had no choice. We can't even have these allegations. And you just you just a punter, and you low on the totem pole. No. So just get another punter. It's not that deep. That's how they looked at it. But hey, prosecutors ain't pressing no charges on him. Obviously innocent. I don't see no reason why he can't go back and get a job. Obviously not for them, but go at least try and apply for one. See how things work out. Hopefully we stay in shape. Hopefully we're still working on them kicks and doing that. Now let's get to my disappointment. Lakers 126-132 loss to the Nuggets. Game 1 of the Western Conference Finals. Fourth quarter was great. I was loving it. Didn't like how, we closed out the game. Like, how we finished the game in the final minutes that we did until it got to be the 6-point deficit. And LeBron James was tired. Let's just call it what it is. He was tired. The dribbling was slow. Wanted to shoot threes at the bad time. You got the turnover at the end of the game. We still had a chance to try something if we could score quick right there and then get the steal or something and score again. But you didn't get stripped from behind by Jamal. You tired. We know you got the wear and tear on your body. We understand that. And I don't want to be asking you for more, but we need you to be engaged, aggressive, and have your basketball IQ. You don't got no legs right now. With all the wear and tear right now and the long season. And we had to fight from a deficit, about 20-plus points, to come back and got about 3. And you want to jack up a 3, and we got minutes still to go. And left in the game. No, get to the 2. Get the 2 points, get to the line, or knock the free throws down. As simple as that. I ain't like that move from LeBron James and Anthony Davis situation. He was balling out there offensively. This is the game defensively. I was not impressed at all. Not saying he wasn't trying, whatever. I would have went to the disappointment route if he wasn't even trying. But I'm just like, there's no way you should be letting Joker give you the work, give you the business like the way he was doing, because he was working him. He was giving his business. He was embarrassing him. That's what he was doing. He was embarrassing him. But then they took him off him in the fourth quarter. They put Rui Hachimura on there. I liked that matchup. Let Rui Hachimura work him up there up top. And he forced the drive. AD jumps off of Aaron Gordon, playing him in the short corner. Could spot off him, heavy. So you can help out with the Joker coming to score a layup or your easy buckets around the rim. So I believe that's what they need to do because we need to get this game tonight. Lakers 8:30 tonight, ESPN. Western Conference Finals Game 2 in Denver. We got to get this. Ain't no question. And we will. And we will. We don't be locked in. From start to finish. That's why Darvin Ham saying he's not worried about it. He know we're gonna be coming out to the better start, better middle, better finish. Playing the whole 48-minute game, in and out. We done, son. We winning. Flat out like that. Just flat out like that. Austin Reeves was balling out there. He was doing his thing. I was impressed how he was knocking those threes down, especially late in the fourth quarter, and helping us bring us back to down 3 from the 20-point deficit that we had. The Rui Hachimura defense and with AD spine, Joker only scored 2 points in the fourth quarter. He did a lot of damage in the first 3 quarters, but we locked him up in the fourth quarter with that lineup. So I expect to see more of that. And no, D'Angelo Russell did not play a minute in the fourth quarter, and I'm happy with that. I thank you, Lakers. I stand behind you. You make me want to buy some more merch. I'm just saying, because I need guys to do other things. Not just trying to be streaky shooter at best. A streaky shooter at best. You don't want to give me no rebounds. You don't want to play defense. It's so notorious that you got the other teammates. It was Bruce Brown over there talking. Yeah, the game plan is to take it to D'Angelo Russell because he don't like to play defense. He don't play defense. Or he's not. Or he tries, but he's not a good defensive player. He'll try, but he's not a good defensive player. Well, they give you the respect to let you say that you try because, excuse me, maybe you're trying coming spurts because it doesn't look like you're trying at all on the defensive end or the rebounding end. You don't do it. You don't do it. I'm just so disgusted of what's going on with him because he's saying, well, the reports are. He ain't saying this, but I'm just saying reports are coming out the Lakers locker room. We gonna the Lakers are afraid to lose him mentally, D'Angelo Russell, if he doesn't start. He can go home and stay home. I told you we could have made all those moves, got Jared Rivera in the belt, could have got Mike Beasley over here that we don't really need that sit in the bench. All we really needed was that, get the Vanderbilt over there. Could have still brought Mike Beasley over if need be, but if we could have just worked it out, we'll just bring in Vanderbilt, solidify that up. Rui Hachimura, who we debated before the trade, continue to give him his minutes and play him consistently. I think we could still did something if we would just, tweaked it a little bit, just made a little tweak here and there. With Russell Westbrook on it. Not this D'Angelo boy. He ain't it. No, he ain't. That ain't it. He is awful out there if he can't be going off from the 3. Other than that, it's like, what are you out here doing? You just getting the extra extended gym class. That's pretty much what that is. So I'm thankful that he's sitting the bench. And like I said, if he want to try to come around acting like he's going to be bringing the morale down, that's what he think he's going to be doing. Send him home. Send him home. Period. And leave it at that. You know he a free agent. Sayonara. Send him home already. Lakers, please. Don't let him try to come to our locker room trying to kill the morale and trying to be bringing people's spirits down on the bench. That can't fly. Y'all don't need a nip in the bud. The second y'all see him show his hand like that, he's done, son. He got to go home. You got to go home. So, Joker, I wanted to give the points for that. AD, he had 40 points though, 10 rebounds, 3 assists. 3 steals, 2 blocks. The 40 points, I love the 40 points, but the 10 rebounds, I can't need you to go off for 20 rebounds against the Warriors and 20 rebounds against the Memphis, and you don't do that against the Joker, and you know Joker getting a rebound. Don't do that. AD needs to get bigger. AD needs to get big and get the rebounds. Continue to be dominating, scoring like that, doing exactly what you was doing. 14 for 14 from the free throw line, doing his thing, balling, getting the points, but tighten up the defense and get the rebounds. I need a minimum of 15 rebounds, 30 and 15. That's his Shaq-like numbers. That's what he said. That's what Chuck said. Being great in the playoff, we needed that 30 and 15 as a big man. That's minimum. You can give me the 40. I want 40 and 20. That's minimum. Because that's how we feeling. We feeling like that. Ain't no way Joker should have had 12 offensive rebounds in the first quarter. The first 8 minutes in the first quarter, he gonna pull up to the table with 12 rebounds. That's how you get things started. That's how you get things cracking. That's how you get it popping. 12 offensive rebounds in the first quarter, first 8 minutes of the game. What is going on? So, LeBron, AD, get big on AD out there and get those rebounds. LeBron did his thing with 26 points, 12 rebounds, 9 assists, 1 block. I liked it. Would prefer him to help him out a little more. That could have been 28. That could have been 30 points from LeBron, but I ain't need that 3. I could have got 2 points at the paint in the and one, or two points, two pointers. And Austin Reeves, he had 23 points, 8 assists. We was letting him go, let him do his thing. I'm so proud of Austin Reeves and everything. Lakers gonna have to come a little stronger than the $5 million. The $50 million for 3 years. He at least deserved the $80 million for the 5. But if y'all could do the $50 million for the 3 years, then let him come back at the table early, so y'all can, give him some 100 plus, then that'd be great, So hopefully they can work that out, because Austin Reeves, he's here to stay. He got to be on my Lakers team. We found that gem. We found that diamond in the rough, Undrafted, two-way player, working his way up. I'm proud of everything that Austin Reeves got, because he's getting it from the boy. He's scrapping at it. He's working on his game. He's perfecting things. He's getting better. He's showing proof out there. His confidence level's going through the roof. Yeah, that's what you want to see in a basketball player or any athlete. Just them continue to excel and continue to get better, and to be the best they can be, or possibly more. D'Angelo Russell going to have 8 points, 3 assists, 26 minutes. Like I said, 0 minutes in the fourth quarter. Rui, he had 11 points and 1 block. Joker for the Nuggets, he had 34 points, 21 rebounds, 14 assists, 2 blocks. And like I said, 2 points in the fourth quarter. Now Jamal Murray, he had 31 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists. KCP, we used to miss him when he was hitting the KC3 for us, and he was just going off for them. He had 21 points, 2 steals and 1 block. And then Bruce Brown, he went off 2 from off the 15 points, 4 rebounds off the bench. You can't make this up. Lakers, they gotta win tonight. They just gotta win tonight. We can't. Ain't no question about alternative. Next time we talk, we're gonna talk about the Lakers being up in the series. That's because it starts with tonight. We got tied up tonight. It starts tonight. We got tied up tonight. Also, the NBA draft took place this past Thursday. This past Tuesday. The draft, the selection lottery pick. Excuse me. The NBA selection lottery pick. Spurs got the number 1 draft pick. They going, congratulations, y'all won the victory won by Yama. Hornets got number 2. Number 3 goes to the Blazers. Number 4 goes to the Rockets. Number 5 goes to the Pistons. And y'all can go check the rest of the list. But I was just giving y'all just the top 5. But yeah, Victor Wembanyama teaming up with Pop. Pop talked about he was going to retire. Would walk out that door when Tim Duncan walked out. He ain't been out. He ain't been out the door since. He ain't never been nowhere. He ain't been out the door. He's still there coaching. So he probably think he got another 15, 20 years or so. No, Pop, go retire. Let some young blood get it, because I know everybody appreciating the atmosphere that he's going to, the environment he's going to, and that works for him, primarily because he's a foreigner, not with the American culture, the inner city culture, and rubbing some of the black players the wrong way. That was raised, and definitely, and just say what the inner city adversities that we're faced with as young black men. Don't need to get into all the different problems he had with athletes that was on his teammates. The Steven Jacksons, the Kawhi Leonard, the Dejounte Murray, and even after going to bat for Tony Parker. At one point, had a little falling out with him. So just things of that nature. That's a French kid. It's a French kid. So, but overall, he's going to a great organization. But hopefully, Pop did learn from the wear of the era of his ways, and he got better. Not just coaching, but just as a person, just getting with the times. Just times have changed. Talk some more WNBA. Aces head coach Becky Hammon denies bullying allegations that she traded Derica. That's what I said. What's the name, right? Derica Hamby to the LA Sparks because she was pregnant. And on top of bullying her. So the WNBA suspended Coach Hammond for 2 games and stripped her first-round draft pick. Hopefully this is not true. She definitely did a video coming out and denying it. She clearly didn't like that person. Hopefully just a one-off thing, just a personal thing. And no racial dynamic to it. It's just a one-off thing. Because people could just not like each other. It could be simple as that. But somebody probably perceiving that as bullying because the position that she's in. But hey, I work with bosses that don't like me or not very fond of me. But hey, I'm a good worker. I show up on time. I work. I do a good job. We don't gotta be personable or buddies, and nothing gotta be disrespectful. We can keep the words at the lower than the minimum. We say bare minimum. We can keep it lower than the bare minimum, and keep it close to nothing. Keep it everything work related. Anything other than that ain't got nothing, or they ain't even trying to do too much of the work related thing. But working and doing good things, and like I said, coming to work on time, and just doing good, and regardless of if somebody that's in charge of you, whether they are fond of you or not, you can still put your best foot forward, and just you don't even gotta kill them with kindness, as they always say. You kill them with the work, kill them with the productivity, So we'll see how things continue to turn out with that. Eastern Conference Final games one took place last night. Heat 123-116 upset win over the Celtics, and they're home. Now I'm not that shocked that the Heat won, but it definitely shocked most. It definitely shocked most because Jimmy Butler and the Heat team, the culture that they got going on, them boys is definitely locked in. Them boys is definitely locked in and engaged, and it ain't too much ebb and flows with them. They just being the model of consistency. And what I'm just saying, not saying they had up and down season with losses, but I'm saying their level of play, their style of play, their attention to details, their aggressiveness, their attentiveness, all that is just locked in every game. the whole game. That's just their Heat culture. Jimmy Butler had 35 points, 5 rebounds, 7 assists. Bam Adebayo 20 points, 8 rebounds, 5 assists. 4 players for the Heat had 15 points. I mean, it was definitely just a total team effort. It was just a total team effort. Jason Tatum, he had 30 points, 7 rebounds. And Jaylen Brown, 22 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Malcolm Brogdon, he had 19 points. So, Celtics down 0-1 in that series. Heat is winning that series. So far, Game 1. Game 2 is tomorrow night in Boston. I would surmise the Celtics will bounce back and tie it up tomorrow, and it's in their home game. You don't want to go down 0-2 with them, and then you got to go to Miami. No way, you don't want to do that. So, I believe the Celtics will be able to pull it off tomorrow because they should be pissed off about this loss, and they've been having a bad playoff record for the whole playoff run, been 500 in the playoffs in their home games. Can't make this up. So Celtics got to do better if they want to win the series. And I'm actually was picking the Celtics to win the series. Because obviously they're the better team. They're the deeper team. They're the better team. They got better players. But the Heat, they won the more yesterday, and they've been wanting the more. They showed up. So NFL and the NBC Universe announces that their Saturday night wildcard games will be exclusively on the Peacock. Now, that will be starting January 13, 2024. Details not disclosed, but Wall Street Journal recorded that this is a one-year deal for approximately $110 million. Now, with the NFL just trying to get their hands involved with other different platforms because the streaming things and other things that's not live television. I mean, the cable, maybe Instagram. Maybe they put something on there. I'm just saying, just multiple different platforms. iHeartRadio, whatever the case may be, all these different platforms that they gonna be shopping different things. Right? You think they got the Black Friday game now, and they got a Black Friday, and you got several teams begging to be, permanent hosts, like how Cowboys and Lions are permanent hosts for Thanksgiving games. So you got all that going on. So it's a big deal for the NFL, and I expect to see more leagues to be doing things like this. A couple, a certain game here and there, whatever the case, however they want to do a regular season playoff game, allocated to a certain platform and see how the things go, and then start doing transition like that. But the way of getting the games out there on multiple different platforms, I mean, it's now and it's the future, and this is what's going on. It's not going back. Man, we're about to get on out of here. Appreciate everybody tuning in for another episode of Fresh Bar Sports Show. We're about to go home, get situated for the game. Lakers game about to be coming on real soon, 8:30, ESPN. Tuned in, stay locked in. You already know. Lakers must win. We got to get this, tie the series up 1-1 tonight. Laker Nation, stand up. We got rally behind the troops. You know what I mean? We there with them in spirit, but the ones that's gonna be able to pull up to the Hollywood on Saturday, make sure y'all get there, show up and show out, and that Staples Arena, that Lakers Arena. Make sure y'all turn it up out there in the Lake Show Saturday night. So we take care of that Saturday night, but tonight we take care of the business so we can come back home, with the series tied 1-1. Lakers in 5. You know what I'm saying? You can get a high five. You don't got to be shy. You can call a Fab Five. Lakers in 5. We're not playing around. We got something right here. We worked on something. Hey, appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure y'all check me out, my social media platforms, my YouTube channels. Like, subscribe. Please subscribe to all my platforms. Hey, we're going to let this cook, let it marinate, let it bubble up. Get out with me for some of the Fresh Bar Sports Show t-shirt merch, and continue to stay locked in and supporting the show. I appreciate everybody for doing that. We're just getting started. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Also, don't forget, Laker Nation, stand up. We got to get this. Lakers tonight. Yeah, we out of here, man. Lakers tonight. That's a wrap. Yeah.